What's going on? Welcome to the Green Room. My name is Aaron, aka Azur, and today I am here with my good friend Odd Mob. Odd Mob, how's it going, dude?
Mate, I'm bloody good. How are you?
I'm good. As I said, it's been a little bit of a weird week in the States. It definitely has. I'm not going to deny that. But this is what day like 80 something of quarantine for me. So just trying to
Whew.
get through.
You're definitely looking a little bit paler than the last time I saw you.
I hope not. I've been in the sun. Uh,
Just sitting by the window, just staring.
just staring at all I've been producing.
What?
Uh,
I wonder what it's like out there. Father, look at the birds. I remember when I would sit in the garden. Sorry.
Dude,
I don't know where I was going
no,
with that.
no, keep it going. All right, so I'm
Whimsical.
pulling up the Instagram
Oh,
live. Okay, I think we're good. Let's see if we can.
just turning down my phone volume like a... Ah!
Can we hear on both ends? Let's see.
I
Yep.
think so.
Yes, we can. Wow, look at that. I feel like you would think that after 6 or 7 of these, I finally figured out the formula, huh?
Ah, mate. Technology never ceases to amaze me.
It's
I
it,
think it's going. I
it,
can't get it to mute. I can't get it to mute my phone completely, but
it's
I don't know
okay.
why.
I don't think it doesn't. I use headphones now because it won't mute it completely. But as long as I don't hear feedback, which I don't, then we're good. So
Nice. Put some
hello.
distance between my phone and my microphone.
Exactly. Well, good morning. It's what 7:30. It's 8 o'clock in the morning for you.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very sleep deprived. I was up. My sleeping schedule has not been good the past few days, so I was up pretty late last night. But you know what?
Here we are,
Back at it.
back at
Back
it
at it.
again.
Reset it. Reset the old sleeping schedule, and yeah, I've got a strong coffee in my system now, so that's probably gonna hit my bloodstream properly in about 5 minutes. So
Okay. So maybe
just
that's
be
when
prepared.
I'll show the after video. I'll cut to that so that you kind of have like, a little bit of breathing room to just relax for a
Just
second.
come back and I'll be wired.
What happened to Harry, everyone? He's gone wild. He's gone mad. I mean, look at him. You take a look
Yeah.
at his Twitch and you're like, oh, the dude's just gone absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, if you watch my last Twitch video, you can just if you just skip through it, you can just see the progression of just getting more and more cooked over time.
I'll be honest with you. I stayed for the humor a lot, but I was really trying to just steal some production nuggets. And so there was a couple points where I'm just like, all right, Harry, like let's fast forward. Let's fast forward. Let's fast. Oh, out here he's tweaking something.
Yeah,
Okay, he's back on YouTube.
yeah, I got a bit sidetracked there.
No, it was great. Um, so what have you been doing? I mean, I know you even said in the Twitch yourself you've been working with your grandparents. Have you been doing any music? What have you been doing in the past, I guess, 2 months now?
Um, been doing a bit of everything really. Uh, so yeah, I've been working with my grandpa has like a carbon business, and he's getting a bit old, so
Hmm.
we've been learning to help run that with him, just to help him out a bit. Other than that, like fair bit of music, a bit of gaming. I'm not gonna lie, there was definitely like a solid like week or two where I didn't make any music. It was just all gaming and feeling sorry for myself.
Sure.
Um, but yeah, we're good now. We're back on that productivity train.
Yeah, that's good to hear. We need some more odd mob
Yeah,
stuff. I want to hear more of that. But you also I mean you got to take some time off. You have to balance it. Otherwise you're just like then it's like you sit in the chair and you're not even productive to begin with because you're so drained.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm I've never been like super focused on always being hyper productive because I don't know, it's music, man. I don't think it works to always force it.
Yeah.
I know some and other people like swear by whatever, but I just find I just feel depressed if I try to force it too hard and then nothing happens and I'm like I'm so bad at music. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna be a massive failure.
No,
I
I
can't
get it.
write. I haven't written 2 albums in quarantine. I'm useless.
I get it. No, I get it. It's not like that. Um, we're gonna touch on your album in a second, but let's go back a little bit. So last time we hung out was September. A lot, a
Hmm.
lot, a lot, a lot has happened. You had
I
your
can't believe it. It doesn't even sound that long ago, but it like
I mean,
So many things have happened since then.
March was like 3 years. So like the month of March was like 3 years long.
It really was.
That's crazy. And
I
you
mean, this is
also
kind of good.
go ahead.
It's good in the fact that we're our life expectancy is increasing to a degree. We've just like gained an extra year of life somehow, just by being indoors.
Yeah, probably.
Time is just moving so slow,
Yeah,
so very slow.
it's
Just
brutal.
watching we have like a roadmap. We have like a roadmap to things opening here in Australia, and just like seeing pubs and like nightclubs and things at the end. You're just watching the dates like move along as we get closer and closer to hopefully that happening, and it's just making my mouth water
Dude.
for beer. That
For another nice little shoey. How do you pin this? Yeah,
Chewies.
we just found out that they're opening New York in a couple of days, and I'm here in Florida, and I haven't really like left the house at all. So I've been this like weird like it feels like I've been here for 2 years, but it also feels like it's only been 2 days because every day is the same. But yeah, I can't spend another interview talking about how I wish it wasn't quarantine because I think I'll just cry in the middle of this interview.
Yeah, just talk about
Let's talk about good
only
stuff.
positive vibes.
Only positive. So okay, so yeah, I can't believe it was September. You came to Szymanski, and that was right at the end of your tour, and pretty much right away, you guys actually literally planned the Oddities 2.0 tour while still on Oddities 1.0 tour. I know it got cut early, but how was it? Those first couple of visits.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Got to play 2 shows. The Space Shot show was like before while everything was looming. That was like super awesome. And then the second one I played was in Denver. Like right before the restrictions were getting announced. So there was definitely a weird this weird ominous vibe at the second show, like because people were like, like should we even be out type of thing, and then the next day it's like boom, closed. It was good, dude. I'm gonna be honest. It was like very, very stressful for me.
Sure.
Because everything was just changing over time. So, my agent's like, all right, like let's just take it as it comes. And we're just like changing flights. I'm like, yeah. Because obviously, like he's in a weird position because he's arranged, this whole tour with all these places, and all the rules in each of the states are all different, and they're changing by the day. But the thing is, like for me, every time like a show gets cancelled, that's a whole set of flights that I have to change.
Yeah.
And like, it just was
It was a lot.
Things were just happening like the day before. Like I ended up flying all the way to Chicago, because I was meant to have a show in Chicago like on a Sunday night there, and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. Like for me, I was kind of pushing like, I don't know if this should be happening anyway. Like it doesn't feel like we really should be doing this. Like look, it's fully closed in this state. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, I ended up going out there, but the restrictions were getting put in at that point, and I got to go see my friend's birthday party for a bit. That was really cool. Got to meet some people, but the show got cancelled. It didn't feel right. I was really pushing for just to go home. So I was happy. I was happy when I finally get to get on the plane, and I was like, I definitely did have a cry at one point while I was in the airport, like just trying to like I'm doing all this on my phone, and all these flights are like disappearing and all this shit. I'm like, can I please just go home so I know what's happening, that I don't have.
You just want to get out of a, and you weren't even with Robin this time around. You were totally by yourself.
Yeah, I was by myself, and just the time zone difference was making things really like annoying. I'm talking to my manager, but it's like 2 a.m. in Australia or whatever for him. So it was just like, oh, please. So yeah, I was so happy when I came home, but 2 weeks isolation was like intense.
Yeah.
At first,
I bet.
So, because Robin, my partner, my fiance, she's a healthcare worker. She's a nurse. So I was self-isolating in my office here on an air mattress for the 2 weeks.
Oh,
just
you
to
were
be
self-isolating from her too.
yeah. Just to
Oh,
be
wow.
responsible.
That makes sense. Oh, I did the same
So
thing
the
when I came
first
home.
two
Wow.
weeks, on one hand, it was like a great excuse because I didn't have to go out and do exercise or anything like that. But man, towards the end, I was just like an absolute gremlin. I don't know if anyone else has been feeling like that. Like you've just come out of your like little cave, your little isolation cave.
And they're just like, well, what the
Just
hell?
smelling like BO and like nah, I definitely showered a lot, but yeah, it wasn't fun being actually alone in that room.
So you literally
Just
didn't even like
calling.
leave that room at all?
So every time I went out into the kitchen, I was like wiping down everything down, like because yeah, just for her,
You
like
have
with her
to.
job, getting sick would just be the worst.
Yeah,
Especially in like the public media, if a nurse got sick or something, it would be manic.
it would be.
But anyway, so
Well,
yeah, the tour was good. The first two shows are really good. Um,
well, let's
I'm
just pause.
super.
Let's just pause to give Robin because I knew that we were gonna stand Robin at some point in this interview. I didn't know it was gonna happen this early, but
Yeah,
let's just all take some time to like just stand Robin, who is by far been like one of the favorite people I've ever met in the music industry, and she's not even in the music industry.
yeah. Maybe that's why people like her so much. She's just being nice to people because she's nice, not because she wants to push her own agenda or
Yeah,
something.
you're like, wait, you can't throw a show with me or be a PR contact. You're a nurse. So how are you? Why are you nice to me?
Yeah.
So where did you get to go? And what stops did you make?
Yeah, so it was only LA and Denver, and then it was boom, dude. If I really wish they had somehow scheduled the tour like 2 weeks earlier, would have been great. But it's alright.
Would've
It
been
just
great.
means like when things start up again, it'll be like twice, maybe like 32 times as good. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I was
Be
gonna
wild.
I was gonna say the one nice thing is that we weren't gonna be able to get you on the second stop, but we'll definitely be we'll be working for that now. So if there's any positive, hopefully we can get you to New York here next time around.
Yeah, it'd be sick. It'd be sick. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Bloody keen. The main thing is that got to keep working. We got to keep working.
Oh yeah,
If we feel too down in the dumps, we feel sorry for ourselves. Nothing gets done.
For
People
sure.
need music.
100%, 100%. Let's actually take a quick pause to. I'm sure your coffee's kicking in right now, and there it is. And I'm gonna turn this on the Instagram.
Caffeine in my veins.
Because the last time you were in New York was with us. So I've got the after footage here, which I'm going to just throw up on the high def stream. So if anyone's on the Instagram one, get to the Lunar Lounge link in our bio, and you'll be able to see this all in high def.
That
High
night is something
definition.
that we've been trying to do for
It's
a
me.
long time. Partner with Shemansky, partner with Odd Mob.
I feel like we're in one of those reaction
And
videos.
everything was in place, everything was good to go.
Oh.
But there's this like tension, and I feel like the second Renee got on, that tension was just utterly
When you went
released,
on, it was
and
nuts.
everyone was going nuts. And
actually
then,
was crazy.
of course, like leading
Mate,
up to Odd Mob,
what are you
once he
talking
entered the
about?
building, it was over.
It was definitely
A light
more
was switched,
wild for
like,
you.
lights turned off when the party started. It was done. It was a done deal.
That was a fun set.
The whole night was just fun. Classic memories.
Biggest regret of 2019, me missing that show. Yeah, Johnny. This is before Johnny and I were friends.
Drinking beer out of one's
This is
own
my
shows
favorite
a
part.
ritual
So Nick
sometimes
says
undertaken at
the
parties and
definition of
events
like
in
what a
Australia
shoey is,
where
and he
it's
throws it in the
tradition.
video while we're doing the shoey. That was probably my favorite part. You have to imagine people who are in the live stream can't see this. I'm switching to you right now. He's got a match. He's got a.
Oh, wait, it's still going.
Dude, that was so. First off, this was like definitely one of the first times where I was like, oh, sick. Like the music industry is actually yielding me an opportunity to like do something cool with like an artist that I really like. Cause we're friends, but I looked up to you as an artist before that. And when we got to do the shoey, I literally was like, I was so in the zone of like getting off stage, trying to make everything good for you, and you literally grabbed me and you were like, no, like, don't forget, you wanted to do the shoey. You did the shoey. And then you even was like, you were like, hey, like, everyone, we're doing a family photo. And that family photo is that's like one of my favorite pictures I have. That was a fun ass time.
Yeah, dude, when you're an Australian abroad, you almost feel like it's your responsibility to just be extra Australian. That's what I found myself doing. Like here when I'm like going about my normal day-to-day stuff, I'll be like, okay, yeah, no, how's it going, dude? Like, you know, it's great to see you. But in America, I'm just like, oh yeah, fucking, fuck you, you fucking, just dropping C-bombs left, right, and center. Like, just.
That's what they expect.
Yeah, just become a complete stereotype. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but it does feel nice to be in the in like a cool little niche, because like over here when someone has a thick American accent, it's like, oh, that's sick. That's a sick accent.
We got to see. So you laid me up. You gave me a perfect layup. Give me the American accent. Let's hear it.
Are we going for the Chad? Are we going for the Chad accent?
Let's go Chad first.
An absolute Chad?
Yeah.
All right. I got to get in the zone. Hey. Dude, where's my beer? Fuck. Dude. Dude, lockdown has been like, I can't even believe it, dude. I can't go out and meet all these hoes and sink beers with the boys. It's so fucking shit, man. Like, fuck. That's all I can do.
That's so good. That's like half my timeline right now.
Dude, then you can go like more raspy for the surfer vibe. Like, dude, there's some gnarly waves out there, dude. Like, I just wish, I'm just like looking from my window. You know, because we live like right by the beach. Just looking at those fucking gnarly white caps, like, why can't I be out there, man? No, dude, I lost it.
Shrey says, say Tiesto for life. Tiesto for life, bro.
Yeah, Tiesto for life, dude.
It's so
I fucking
good.
love Tiesto.
Whenever
I don't know what this like trans shit that people talk about, but like the new Tiesto, fucking hell, dude. That shit is way more lit than the old Tiesto. Watching all that old footage, man. Trance. Nah, dude.
That's so
I
good.
love trap Tiesto.
Diplo Trap Cascade remix.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Whenever I'm talking to you, I feel like I have to stop myself. I don't know. Actually, I've never admitted this to you. Whenever I talk to you, I feel like I want to say, "Hey, mate. Like, how you doing, mate?" Like, but I probably shouldn't. I might just start doing it.
Isn't it weird how you just like absorb people's accents while you're like, if you're in contact with them for long enough? Sometimes I have to stop myself because like I feel like I'm going to be offensive if I just
but you just kind of like
start
mirror
like
the people
trying
that
to
you're with.
mimic them. It must be something in your brain to help you like get along or whatever. That tribal feeling. I don't know.
That could be it.
If anybody knows more about that, feel free to let us know some of the real information. Why do we pick up people's accents? Why?
What is the purpose of that? What is the value add?
The next live stream we do will be in lab coats.
Yeah.
It'll be great. It'll be a science stream. There'll be like a big whiteboard in the background.
That's so good. I should start bringing scientists onto this. I'm telling you, Robin's the next guest. Robin is just going to go and give us charts and graphs about COVID-19, and we're like not going to talk any music. It's just going to be very factual.
Yes, very, very sciencey. Is there a science show where they just get drunk? Is that a thing?
I think that's Bill Nye.
Does Bill Nye drink?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never ever like pictured Bill Nye drunk, but now I must see it.
If only we could.
It's so good. Holy shit! Look at the frame on him. He would have like one beer and he'd be sent. He's got no body mass. straight to his brain, his huge brain.
Oh my god, the dude could probably solve the world's problems on a couple of psychedelics and maybe a beer or two.
Yeah. Honey, pass me the IPAs. I'm gonna fix this. I don't know what Bill Nye sounds like. I can't do a Bill Nye
You could do it.
accent.
You could do the Chad voice.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, it's me, Bill Nye, dude. Science is fucking lit.
Couple of brewskis. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Yay.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Well, how am I supposed to?
Composure. We need to talk about something legitimate here.
My next question was going to be about the album, but I feel like this is. I don't want to derail this. This is pretty good.
This is so much better.
This is so much better. Well, tell us what's up. What's going on? It's the label.
So there's a few things. Number one, because of the style of the album, it's not very radio-y, so to speak. It's kind of like middle ground, more like club experience type music.
Sure.
The whole album release was meant to be done with a tour, to work hand in hand, like promote the album, also promote the tour, like all this kind of stuff. But because I can't do the tour, basically, yeah, the whole album's done.
Okay, send it to me after this.
I'll be, so basically, I'm going back to the drawing board and I'm doing a few more like radio-y tracks, compared to what's on there right now. Because I don't know if like a lot of people know this, but yeah, when an album comes out, the release of the album is like the end of the campaign. So you need the feature tracks really to do well. And yeah, dance music, I don't know. It's just streaming numbers are like not great, or like blah 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 blah. All this stuff for like dance music, it's not as good as it could be. And yeah, I mean, I've already invested 2 years into this, so like, why not wait longer?
Mm-hmm.
But look, I'm chill. This is a chance for me to like make something a bit more vibey. So I've been doing a bit of that kind of stuff. It's good fun. It's sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to just like take a step down and be like, being very palatable.
Yeah.
I feel good because you can just go wild. Like you can put almost any sound in because it can be aggressive. But with the more radio stuff, it has to be a bit more like controlled and, respect to people that can make good radio records that are like also actually unique.
Yeah. Well, I hear because you did the Space Yacht interview and then you talked a little about it on your Twitch, and I know that you're a positive person. Obviously, there's some frustrations in I mean, everything that goes along with the past couple of months, the second tour being postponed, the album being pushed back, and the reasons why, like, that's really stressful, and you've got, like, this stuff going on your end. But, I mean, I think it's important to remember that, after Intrinsic, did you drop Intrinsic last summer, or did it get big last summer? When did you actually drop Intrinsic?
2 years ago on the 20th of April.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it was a slow burner. It took a while. Yeah, I don't know if I'm happy it became my biggest track because it was my favorite track writing.
Mm-hmm.
But when I finished it, I was like, this is definitely different. This is something that feels, like it's in its own little thing. Yeah, it took a long time, and the label were like talking to me about all the stats, and basically, it's gotten so many plays because so many people are like putting it in their own playlist. So I don't know if you've seen, but there are like some artists where their Spotify, some of their tracks are just like unbelievably huge, and you listen to it and you're like, this is like cool, but this isn't like 50 million, 100 million streams, like good. But it's just playlists, man. Sometimes if you can get into the right playlist, then it doesn't matter that your track, like, if people actually think it's great or whatever, it will just like, it'll just passively accumulate massive numbers of plays. And like, I don't really think it's the most important thing, because there are so many tracks that I've found and I'm like, okay, this is like kind of cool, real catchy, catchy, whatever. And then you check and you're like, holy shit, 150 million streams. but you don't know anything about this artist. You don't feel compelled to like learn anything more about them or anything like that.
It's always it's always like multiple tracks like that where you sit down and like, oh shit, like this artist someone I should check out.
Yeah, I would like. I mean, I guess it translates to what you want out of your project. Like, do you just want to make tracks that will just like get put in every playlist? Okay, we'll just like make tracks that sound like
Fisher,
pretty similar to every, and just make it as good as you can. But you know, do you want people to like recognize you as an artist? Do you want to like have an artistic impression on people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what I was.
Do something.
That's what I was gonna say. Is so I found Intrinsic. I guess it was 2 summers ago, maybe. And that was one of those moments where like I had downloaded Intrinsic was like a song like, oh shit, like I really like this song. And then I looked at my phone and I had like 3 or 4 other Odd Mob songs. I think it was like your Vertebreaker remix, I have your old Kanye trap bootleg. I don't know if I ever told you this. I have that on my phone from like 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Wow.
I don't know how.
Yeah. Old. I think so. That was like one of the first bootlegs that I ever made back when it was a duo. We had a lot of fun working on that. And it got played by OK, and we were so happy. It was like the best thing that had ever happened to us.
That's so funny.
Oh, dude, bring back the old trap days, man.
Trap never died.
Become a trap artist if it comes back.
Dude.
But OG trap, not hybrid dubstep trap. Like
No. We're talking like Diplo with like two saw leads and like a layered snare.
I was thinking more like you just find one sample like la 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 la, and then it's just
This is a big sub.
Oh, dude. Bring me back to when Tonight was like first popping off. Holy, hearing those big kick drums for the first time. There was like I went through this phase where I'm like, I'm going to be like Tonight. I'm going to learn how to make big kicks.
And now you have the most compressed kicks in the game. Let me just squash
Maybe it started my terrible affiliation with kicks that have too much sub. I'm getting better at that. I realized one day that my tracks, the kicks, just have too much sub.
Now I just
with, now we just
yeah, you like I forget what track it was, but you like re-released it and the notes were like, I took away some of the sub.
Yeah, no, it's been working a lot better. Shrey says, "Yo, Harry, bring back Dirty Dutch." All right, I'm down. Can we? we need to try and be like one of those. What do we do? Okay, we'll make a new side project, and then we'll use hashtag Dirty Dutch fam or something, and just hashtag that nonstop.
TikTok.
Because that's what you got to. Yeah, dude. Whenever you think you've got like a new little niche, just spam your made-up genre name. Dirty Dutch Tribe.
That's so good. And
wait,
then
what ideal song to Dirty Dutch? By the way, I don't know if anyone here would even remember Dirty Dutch.
I don't know what Dirty Dutch is, to be frank.
Oh, man, back in the early like electro days, Afrojack. Basically, Dirty Dutch, the lead synth is always a saw wave, and there's always like heaps of pitch bends.
Wait, this is just like kind of like big electro stuff.
Yeah, Rehab and Afrojack were doing it.
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Take Control. Take Control. Do you know that song?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
That was
Dirty Dutch Tribe.
fun while it lasted.
Let's go.
Those-
In my mind, in my.
Let's not bring that back, please.
Dude, it'll just be the drops just come out of nowhere. It'd be like the most troll music. I'm already picturing it. Every big track, Dirty Dutch remix. It takes like 2 minutes. It's like
there's gonna be
it's
a
like,
whole genre for troll music. I feel like
we already have that. It's called minimal. It's called minimal, and you just get Melbourne Bounce. You just get any track and you just put underneath.
pull up.
Pull up. Flume the Difference Melbourne Bounce remix.
You ever seen this? You ever seen that thing that said literally fuck genres? You ever seen
Literally
that track?
fuck genres.
Yeah, have you ever seen
Yeah,
that?
Wilco.
Yeah.
I've been to his apartment before. Actually, he is the biggest meme lord. If you're ever looking for somebody with big game, Wilco, literally fuck genres. He is like a marketing genius.
It's so good. It's one of my favorite songs.
So good. I love the Wii. The Wii,
It
what is
opens
just
up
the
the Wii, and then
Wii
it's
theme?
and then it's I think it's Raindrop, Drop Top, smoking the cooking the hot pot. I actually think I
Dude,
was in quarantine and I listened to it the other day because I needed to just do something stupid.
Yeah, maybe we just need to just go full stupid and bring people the laughs.
All right, I'm pulling it up on SoundCloud now.
Maybe that's what we need.
Maybe
I just go full meme. I've always thought about.
Go ahead.
I think to myself, I'm like, what? Doing original music? Fuck that. Let's just do memes. Let's just go full meme.
Well,
Meme. I was thinking this could be my new thing. No, someone's gonna steal this. Oh, it's probably already a thing because it's very unoriginal. Memix.
A memix?
Yeah.
Here you go. I'm about to play it 1 second for the live streamers.
Okay.
Yeah, he's playing, you can't hear it, but he's playing Raindrop, Drop Top on top of the Wii music. I've officially turned this entire stream into a meme, and I don't really know if this is a bad thing.
Did you expect this to happen?
I
think we were just going on a very random tangent.
I should have. I truly should have.
Let's just keep it going. Tangent?
Oh, I'm great.
What's your favorite citrus fruit? Look, now I'm asking the questions. I've flipped the interview back on you.
What's my favorite fruit? Probably a banana.
Mm-hmm. And that favorite citrus fruit?
I mean, an orange, I guess.
Look, I'm more of a lime guy myself, but if you wanna get on Team Orange, that's fine.
Do you eat limes by themselves?
No, well, I probably consume enough through alcoholic beverages in my time. Tequila, Coronas.
How many Coronas have you drank, ironically, during this quarantine?
Ironically, none, but just because Coronas are good, probably.
How many?
I think about 4.
4?
2, or maybe 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we went when they changed the restrictions so you could have 10 people outside. So we went to the park. The day that it got lifted, me and Robin and 3 other friends. So we went to the park, and you're allowed to drink at this park if you have food and stuff. And yeah, one of my friends bought Coronas. It was good. Trent. Shout out Trent.
Shout out Trent.
Oh man, it was the worst idea ever. In hindsight, it was like, we should have known that every other person would be doing the exact same thing. Like, there were all these groups of people, like, they're all socially distant or whatever, but I was like, fuck, I'm part of the problem. I'm that guy now. But it was good to get outdoors and hang out.
So are you all basically done with all this? Like, are you basically done doing the social distancing?
Some people are treating it like that, but by and large, it will take some time. But I think we're very lucky, like I said, because we don't have very high density living compared to, say, like a New York.
Yeah, it
like,
sucks.
what's the population of New York? Like,
oh no, a couple million.
Yeah, it's like the population of my entire state. So, yeah, I think we're doing all right. I don't know. I would rather play on the safe side, though. Play it like it's worse than it is and just, yeah.
You kind of have to, especially with Robin. Anyway.
Talking about coronavirus.
So,
all right.
where...
Mr. Interview. Go ahead.
No. Oh, you're going? Okay.
Yeah, no. I would like to... For the people watching, who have you been listening to recently?
Oh, good question.
Because for the people in the chat who don't know, Aaron here has his own playlist.
Are you tired of... living the same day. Yeah, Quarren Cream. Check it out. It's a pretty creamy playlist, wouldn't you say, Harry?
Creamy meme indeed.
Creamy.
Wait, my Twitch camera is like, oh, there we go. Quarren Cream. Check it out. If you wanna just a really great playlist to just put on when you're feeling down. Oh, I've been listening to John Summit. Shout out John Summit. Very, very good.
Dude, John
Very,
Summit
very
is the
good.
goat.
He's on the come up. He's rising. He's rising to the top.
Yes.
Soon he'll be up there with the big boys.
Shout
Out to all the artists that are still releasing music. You guys are great. Shout out to anyone releasing music right now. You guys are great.
I haven't heard of Eurofield or Eurofield. That's how I'm gonna go with it.
Gyrofield? That's a cool name.
Shrey, tell us how to pronounce it.
I need to check this out. Oh.
Who have you been listening to, Harry?
Oh, mate. A lot of disco.
Oh,
yes. A lot of disco.
Disco is the new wave.
Oh, it's coming back.
Well,
yeah.
You know what I mean.
That and Sammy Vergi, he released an album of like just garage fucking bangers. Like it's 13 tracks. It's unbelievable. People need to get around this. It's like it's kind of racking up the plays, but I think it deserves more. Man, some of the tracks, they're fucking fire, and there's like only 10,000 plays. Unbelievable. Check it out. Sammy Vergi, spice up my life.
Yeah, Sammy Vergi is so good. Do you know Jemmy and Salute?
What's the first one?
Jemmy, Gemmi. If you haven't, I just found your next favorite artist. If you haven't, maybe it's Gemi. It's Gemi. It's got like no plays.
All right.
His top track has 43,000. My favorite one of his track has 37. It's called Moonraker.
Wait, like I know there's a Chrome Sparks track called Moonraker.
No.
Jemmy.
Gemi. I can send it to you right now.
I'm following him.
You would love this stuff. You would love it, love it, love it. Honestly,
yeah.
It's kind of if Intrinsic was garage.
Oh, woo! All right. Sounds bloody good.
Sold you on it?
Yeah. All right. I'll be checking that out.
Fantastic. I'm taking control now. I've
Sorry.
No.
Sure.
What I was gonna ask, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. So, thinking about your album, right? So you've been working on it. You're supposed to go on the tour. I feel like you have been, even though it's been like a little bit of a lull in the past couple of months, I feel like you are someone who has seen recent success, like with Intrinsic, with that American first tour that would happen, and you clearly have a second tour that's going to happen. Like, it's not like the second tour isn't going to happen, and people are noticing you. Like, you know someone's about to blow up when like every producer knows that producer's name. Like, no one, I haven't talked to anyone that's been like, oh, I don't know who Odd Mop is, like who is in the music industry. So first off, you're doing great,
cool.
Sweetie. Second off, what's your plan then? Like after that album, are you gonna stick with music? Please say yes.
Look, I've been like, I'm always gonna make music, definitely. It'll depend on a lot of things, and maybe a lot of people don't realize this, but there will be a lot of artists that just don't make it through this whole thing, like being full-time artists, because some of them only get one real chance to go full-time with music and then like fully pursue that career. Because basically the way like life generally works, if you want to pursue like a proper career in anything, you kind of have to stick with it. So, when you make that leap to full-time music, when you go back to doing something else, unless like you really blow up or something, you're probably not going to go back to doing full-time music. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Is it
Like
due to
say with me,
fear or due to money or what?
I don't know about fear or I mean, okay, so like say with me for instance, so I have a degree in engineering that I finished I think almost 3 years ago now. I actually got my piece of paper. For me, like if I want to go back to if I want to work in an engineering environment, I well I need to fill this like kind of like a gap essentially that's on my resume. Because like who's gonna hire you? They're gonna be like, oh, so you went and like worked for yourself doing music for 3 years. Like that doesn't really that doesn't really sound appealing when we can pick from all these other like new graduates or whatever.
Yeah.
So essentially for me, if I, say, okay, it's time to like wrap things up, like gigs are not coming back for a long time, blah, 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 blah. I've got to go and like either do some additional study or something or like take on a very junior role to fill this gap on my resume. And then, if I'm doing all this and then I go to working in engineering full time, probably not likely that I'm going to just put another gap on my resume. Until I have like some decent experience, and having decent experience on your resume is like 10 years or something. So would I be going back to doing full-time music when I'm say like 32? Because I'm 27 now. Probably unlikely. Probably unlikely. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just unfortunate, like, but that's the way life is. Like you can't always have full control. I think that's what a lot of people are like struggling to get a grasp of, is like not having full control over everything for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely something that I struggle with at the start. It's like, oh, this sucks, and there's actually nothing I can really do about that. But yeah, so a lot of people will essentially be missing their shot with music. But it's also like, think about all these other industries, the same thing's happening. Like, think about all these people who train to be like gymnasts. Like, most of them get one Olympics that they can do. Yep. So if this Olympics gets it's
not going to be good.
Like cancelled or whatever, they just lose out altogether. It's shit. But anyways, wait, what was the original question? Don't worry, I'll always be working on music no matter what. Like,
good.
It just might not be on the scale like that it is now, but that's not bad. It's not like I'm going to get worse at making music. The skills will always be there, until my hearing completely goes. So yeah, it's no stress. I was really like, there was a period when all this started where I was like pretty down. I was like, but what if I cannot do this anymore? But why? Why me? Blah. And then Robin's like, just like, stop.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself.
It doesn't help.
Snap out of it.
You also can music is one of those things where like you can have a sliding scale. So like let's say you go to engineering and you're doing that for 5 years, and then like you have some tracks like really pop off, like really, really, really pop off, and then like enough for you to get like a couple of bookings. You could wait to make the jump back into music when you had like a solid career, right? Because your career isn't going to really, unless you stop putting out tracks for like 2 years, your progress isn't going to really stop, specifically because everyone is in the exact same boat. So like, it's not like anyone's going to pass you or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's always merit. Like you can always balance work and music too. So it would just be a step back from like doing as much touring, like particularly overseas. If that were to happen, it'd be a lot harder, because I can't just be like, oh, so I got to disappear for 3 weeks. I mean, that's all my leave taken up. I get, oh yeah, look, it could work. Could definitely work. Maybe I haven't thought about it in the right way. Sign me up.
There you go. I mean, hey man, I'm not touring yet, but that's what I'm doing is full-time job, and then but we're throwing shows, and you have enough time to produce if you make it important.
You're a very productive man.
Yeah, it drives me crazy.
Say that. So productive.
Oh,
I wish I had a sliver of that productivity. Just get up every morning, go work out, straight to the the bank, the financial sector. That's what I would be doing if if I could, suit up like a Chuck Bass from Gossip Girl type character.
So here's how this is gonna go down. So you're gonna be my ghost producer. I'm gonna just come up with like the skeleton ideas, and then you're just gonna put like a frequency shifter on every single channel, and then just make it a track.
Just dirty Dutch. Just dirty Dutch.
I used to tour a little.
Zach says, "Oh yeah, I was about to read."
No, you go.
All right, Zach's a cool guy, by the way, also from Brisbane. I used to tour a little in my old band whilst working full time. It was tiring, but doable whilst your project isn't big. Yeah, definitely. It's and the tiring aspect is also like a big part. I mean, I couldn't imagine going back to a high pressure job or like something relatively intense after doing like a big tour. Holy shit. Just like the sleep just like it would add up over time.
Yeah, definitely.
Even like just doing music full time, like touring sometimes you're just so tired just because the flights that you have to catch and stuff like that, it's so tiring, and your serotonin is just like dropping. Just dropping over time.
Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? Is it still worth it?
It's like it sounds the touring aspect, like flying everywhere and all this stuff, sounds better than it actually is, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like being in the places and meeting people when you're fully rested is so good. It's like, hell yeah, free holiday. Meeting all these people like who are in the music industry, it's like super energizing. But like when you're really, really tired and you get to a place that you've never been, but you're just like, I need to sleep. I feel cooked. Like I'm not a human being right now. That's rough. That sucks. That part. I just don't know how these guys who have like 500 shows in a year do it. Like you can see remember how many did Skrillex do when he was like at his peak touring? It was something ridiculous.
It's what Diplo does now.
It was like over 350 shows a year, and pretty sure that sounds like that burnt him out.
I bet.
Because he really dropped off after that. Dropped off his throttled down his touring schedule.
I mean, he's kind of chilled on everything, I feel like. I don't blame him.
Yeah, dude, I don't blame him either. He's probably like made enough money to retire, I'd hope.
Hopefully.
I
mean,
think
he's got. I'm wearing the Ausla shirt. He's got the record label, which kind of
I think the
passive income.
Yeah, I reckon they must make a bit of coin off the merch.
Dude, somebody named themselves Ausla as their artist name, and it comes up on my Spotify Discover every week because it thinks that. Yeah.
Oh no.
They're all right productions.
God. Oh my God, there is. Oh, that's
Isn't that crazy?
I mean,
it's kind of breaking
maybe
the laws.
They didn't know. Oh, this artist only came out in 2020. First song.
Yeah.
Naughty.
Yeah.
The lawsuit is coming.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with this guy. I don't know why you would do that.
By the way, I hope I never get sued. It seems like something that happens a lot in America. That was one thing I was legitimately worried about. Somehow doing something and getting sued. Like I cross the street and trip and like fall onto someone.
Does that happen in Australia?
No.
That's why I'm confused.
Yeah, not many lawsuits. Not many lawsuits happen over here. I mean, you guys have like lawyers on billboards in America.
Oh my God, is that not normal?
They're like, no. Well, one, you guys must have at least like 50 times as many billboards in any one area as we do. Secondly, yeah, no lawyers on billboards. That would be really weird. And you guys love to have like your phone number in big writing for whatever business. I don't.
1-800
Our marketing
give me
is
the
a little bit
cream.
more subtle. We've got the art of subtlety, you know. Look at these beautiful Venetian blinds, and then the little logo and stuff will be down in the corner. But American advertising's like, been hit by an elephant? Call James Macklemore Law will make you rich. Call 1-300-1722-367.
This is incredible.
Also, your phone numbers are way too long.
What's your phone number? Well, not what's your phone number. How many
Get
numbers
some
you got?
shorter numbers. Is it 10? 10? I'm gonna say 10. I hope it's 10. I'm thinking about my mobile number.
Dude, that's the
It's
exact same.
definitely 10.
We have 10 too.
But,
Area code is 3.
no, you don't. Yours are
81
definitely longer.
813-205-1245 is my phone number. That's 6 plus 4. That's 10.
Wow. Okay, I've cooked it, guys. Maybe my little brain is just like not like I'm just like not coping with the fact that the mobile numbers don't start with 04 like they do in Australia. I just disregard the two numbers.
Oh,
at the
we
front.
just
Anyway,
have we're the country code 1 because we think we're the best country in the world. So.
Oh, definitely. You guys definitely are the best.
People would not say that this week. They would not. A tough week.
Yeah. Oh man.
So we've got a couple minutes left. We've this has been good. I've
Only a
enjoyed
couple
this.
minutes. We've talked about absolutely nothing.
We talked about
Everyone who's stayed through this whole thing.
It's actually incredible how much people have stayed with us.
Thanks for hanging around, guys. I hope we've been entertaining, at least somewhat entertaining.
Is Shrey still with us? I'm sure he is.
Shrey, look, it's been a great time. One thing I would love to know, my friend,
Yeah.
my beautiful friend, is when you go back to the club, when you hit those decks again for the first time, what's the first track that you're playing?
I've thought about this, like the actual in the club. I mean, I'm a big set curator guy, so I always like to start with someplace. I'm got to be honest with you, and I mean this not just because you're on the line, but because I've literally thought of that exact moment. I think it's gonna be 36.
No way.
I opened up with 36 on a set back in December, and it was sick. It's a pretty good intro song. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. 36 is just a random idea of mine from my album, guys. But that's cool. That'd be kind of sick. Shrey says "Baby Shark Jaws" remix. No, Dirty. We're opening up with Dirty Dutch.
Dirty Dutch, the Grape Smasher remix, the woman grape.
Yeah. Ow, ow, ow.
That's the lead. You pitch bend her voice. Ow, ow, ow.
Yes, the new wave of Dirty Dutch. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very interesting one because like, do you want to start out with some a bit of a slow burner, get the mood or do you just go balls to the wall? Do you just go, I'm done?
Yeah.
Tour by Mackie G. Maybe that would be good, just to like witness the pure chaos.
Just play a house set, but open up with Throwing Elbows by Excision.
Yeah.
You just don't even mix it all. You just like wash reverb out, and then you go into like a very like minimal house.
Just do one of those like super over the top rhythm edits, where the like pre-drop goes for like somehow lasts for 5 minutes.
Where it's like give me some room. I'm throwing elbows, and then it like turns into like the chicken soup pre-drop, and then it turns into like the nightmare pre-drop, and then it turns into the 10 pre-drops in a row, and it never drops, and then that's the set.
That big pre-drop track that someone made. That's the one.
Or you just play literally fuck genres. We go full circle, and that's what you play.
Yes.
Do. Can you imagine if like Fisher for his first set back like opened up with the Wii music?
It'd be huge. Pretty sure Fisher could just wrist flick to any song and anyone would go nuts.
He's a crazy
I was
guy.
thinking that or like some Jamiroquai.
Say that again.
Maybe Canned Heat by Jamiroquai.
Ooh, very nice.
Super funky. Everyone's just like disco dancing. It'd be great. Maybe you come back and nobody will like club music anymore. They'll have forgotten.
You think that there's gonna
It'll
be
be
such
like-
a change in EDM that like no one even like it's a completely different music by the time we're back?
Dude, it'll all be TikTok music.
Oh my god, you're right.
That's the pathway. Dude, I've thought about this. All these people just binging TikTok. The first time back in the clubs, it's all gonna be TikTok music. Everyone's just gonna be doing Renegade or something like.
what's oh my god, what's the one where the girl says like I'm a savage, classic bougie ratchet.
That's it. And people will only know how to dance for 60 seconds at a time, and then they're like,
what do I do?
"But I've done the dance. I don't know what to do. What do I do?"
And then you just Fisher wrist flick.
Yeah. Yes. I don't understand this music. Where's the TikTok music? All these like young Karens just at the DJ booth. Excuse me. And they're holding up their phone with TikTok on it, like, and you're trying to read the little white text that goes along the bottom with the song name.
It's a long ways away from when I went to Electric Zoo 2 years ago, and Porter Robinson, aka Virtual Self, I'm not exaggerating, played 16th note kicks for about 2 minutes.
Nice.
And it was literally awesome. Somehow it like really worked. It was just
good.
it was over and over again. That was it for like a minute and a half.
Scabba. Yes.
Great
Gabba.
times. Great times.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing a little I was gonna call it like the fusion EP, and just I have these like I have these couple of ideas for two genres to fuse together. Each track is like two genres put together. So the first one is hardstyle D&B. So yeah, the pre-drop is all just like bow 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 bow, and that's So that's the first idea. And the second one, I'm fusing Fisher and
Just
Rez.
Fisher. Just Fisher.
Just so it's like generic Fisher horns, but the track's like
I'm trying to
112 BPM.
It's like I'm thinking of but it's like heavy heavy side chain to the kick. Like bunch
Yeah.
Everything is
if you have
super
any other
compressed.
fusion track ideas, let me know. Maybe country and house. That's been there, done that.
Lo-fi and rhythm.
Yes. Holy! Why hasn't this been done?
You have a kick that has like no high end, but your bass is just really really loud.
Yeah. Hey yo, where all my lo-fi rhythm heads at?
Trey says,
It's just like
I'm unbuttoning my pants. Said Trey.
oh my gosh, this is a PG rated stream.
This is
Trey.
on off the rails. This has gone off the rails.
We're gonna get banned.
You know, the thing
It's
is,
coming.
is that what happens is that these videos are recorded, and people go back. I've one of the reasons I do this, and it's cool that it works, is that people will go back into our posts. So like, for example, like I literally met Johnny because like, oh my God, like I didn't know that you guys threw this Odd Mob show. Like he sees our stuff, he goes back, and then like from then on goes like and follows us moving forward. So there's gonna be someone somewhere that comes across Lunar Lounge, like digs back into our old stuff, sees this interview, and this is how they decide whether or not they're gonna continue to follow us. Was like, was this
This is
interview?
what they think Lunar Lounge is about. Just dirty Dutch. That's it. The old school prog house and donk house can be amazing.
Wait, why is live telling me I have 30 seconds remaining? Honestly, it's probably good that we cut ourselves off.
Shout out Mother Nature. Shout out Woolworths. fuck.
Health people, nurses. That's
Yeah,
serious.
shout out
stuff.
healthcare workers.
7, 6. This is just on
6,
IG.
5. Okay, bye. Bye. Goodbye,
Okay, bye,
Instagram.
IG.
It was nice knowing you. All right, bye. Bye, Instagram. Bye.
Okay, share to IGTV. Wow, that was fantastic.
That's right. All the real people,
They're still here.
all the real ones on Twitch, we're still here. All right, let me close my Instagram. Let's have a look at Skype. Where's my? Oh, look. I'm just happy. I'm happy that my webcam didn't slip down because I'm not wearing any pants. I literally, because this stream started at 7, so I got up at 6:30 and I was like, coffee, brain no worky. Came straight into the old office.
That's so good. Cool, man. Well, this has been super dope. I'm posting this.
This was really fun. I feel like, I mean, what did we talk about?
We talked about some stuff. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So, send me the album now.
I'll send you the mix masters. Be good.
Shrey told I don't know if I ever told. I think I told you this. Shrey offered to like send me the album, and I said no, not until all the mix and masters are totally done.
Yeah, most of they you know how mix mastering be. It can always be better, but
Always.
it can always be better. It's a never-ending cycle. never. I'll send you. If anyone's thinking about getting into music production, it never ends. You never feel like you're
Shrey
actually
told,
good.
I don't know if I ever told. I think I told you this.
Uh-oh.
Shrey
No.
offered to. Whoa.
That feeling that you're feeling right now, yeah, that never goes away.
Sorry, I
Some
had
nervous laughter.
Sorry, I had the audio doubling. That's why I said whoa. But also nervous laughter.
Yes.
Yes,
Nervous laughter. Yes, nervous laughter.
Nervous laughter.
Yeah, dude. That feeling of existential dread. Yeah. Yeah, no, that never goes away.
No, never. No matter how good you are. Mate. Right? I'm gonna say mate. No.
Mate.
Mate.
Bloody nice to speak to you, mate.
Bloody nice.
Come on, you can do better than that.
It's been to do a Australian.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, give me a second. All right, mate. It's been bloody nice.
It was good at the start.
I've never been good at accents, regardless, like any accents.
Dude, I'm shocking at them. Sometimes I love doing them, but I feel sometimes I'm scared because I don't want to offend someone. Like, yeah. Offending, I don't want to get cancelled.
No, you don't.
No one cancel me, please.
No one
I'm a
cancel
good
me.
person, I think. I try to be at least. Please don't cancel me. Please don't cancel me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Harry Hope, a human being known as Odd Mob. This has been a delight. I have to go have dinner with my family and like keep a straight face now after this.
Sitting down at the table.
My parents always like tell me like how I did afterwards. They're like, oh, like, you know, you ask good questions, whatever. They're gonna be like, who the fuck was this guy?
They can just they're listening through the door.
Yeah. All right, man. This has been great. Thanks for catching up with me.
Aaron, dinner's ready. Dinner's ready, Aaron. We've got
Chicken.
What is oh, chicken. Chicken. Florida chicken. Chicken Florida style.
We just have orange juice in Florida.
Is that it? Florida? They talk like this? Florida? Is that right?
For like the southerner people in Florida, yeah. It sounds a little Texas too.
Yeah. Florida?
Florida? You gotta get a New York accent.
Florida?
Florida. It's like a New York
Florida?
accent.
Ah.
Like a Long Island.
Yeah,
I went
down in Florida.
I went and parked my car down in Long Island, then went to Florida. I can't do it.
Fuck my car. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah means no, and nah, yeah means yes. Just so you know. So when you come out and your parents ask you if it was fun, you say nah, yeah.
No, yeah.
Nah, yeah.
No, yeah.
Just confuse them. What has happened to our son? He was such a good boy. Now he won't stop talking in Australian euphemisms.
I can't keep it together.
I can't stop. I can't stop, Mum. I can't stop.
I have a lot of content to edit together after this.
Just sound snippets of Okay, let's get just a random, just long yell, shall we? Just to put that in. Ready?
To end.
3, 2, 1. Wait, you're meant to do it as well.
Okay, 1, 2,
Ready?
3.
Now just get a 1-second snippet of that at the start.
Okay, now give me a thumbs up. But look in the camera. And that's it, folks.
This is your clickbait YouTube thumbnail.
I'm cutting this off.
You'll never get this. This overpowered music production strategy. Just gotta clickbait him.
Wow.
Number one secret to being a success in EDM.
Fisher hates it.
Yeah, yeah. I am deceased. Okay, goodbye.
Bye, mate. Good catching up.